Unlock the secrets of the most explosive astrological aspect you've never heard of. Mars Quincunx Lilith in Synastry is about to set your world on fire. Buckle up, stargazers, because we're diving deep into the cosmic dance of passion and power that will leave you breathless. Picture this: two celestial forces collide in a relationship, creating a magnetic pull so strong it's almost unbearable. That's exactly what happens when Mars forms a quincunx aspect to Lilith in a synastry chart. But what does this mean for you and your partner? Let's break it down. Mars, the warrior planet, represents our drive, passion, and sexual energy. It's the force that propels us forward, igniting our desires and fueling our ambitions. On the other hand, we have Lilith, the dark moon, embodying our primal instincts, raw sexuality, and untamed feminine power. When these two powerhouses meet in a quincunx aspect, sparks are guaranteed to fly, but not always in the way you might expect. The quincunx, also known as the inconjunct, is an aspect that occurs when planets are roughly 150 degrees apart. It's like two people speaking different languages, trying to have a conversation. There's a disconnect, a tension that requires constant adjustment and compromise. Now, imagine that tension in your relationship. Exciting, right? This aspect brings an intensity to relationships that's hard to match. The sexual chemistry? Off the charts. We're talking explosive, magnetic attraction that draws you to each other like moths to a flame. But here's the catch: with great passion comes great challenges. You see, the Mars-Lilith quincunx isn't just about mind-blowing physical connection. It digs deep, unearthing hidden aspects of your psyche and forcing you to confront your shadows. It's like having a mirror held up to your deepest, darkest desires and fears. Scary? Maybe. Transformative? Absolutely. But let's be real, this aspect isn't all fireworks and personal growth. It comes with its fair share of hurdles. Power struggles? Check. Communication challenges? You bet. It's like a cosmic tug-of-war, with both partners vying for control and struggling to understand each other's motivations. So, how do you navigate this intense astrological terrain? Communication is key. Open, honest dialogue about your desires, boundaries, and fears can help bridge the gap created by the quincunx. It's about finding a language that speaks to both Mars and Lilith energies. And let's not forget about balance. The Mars person needs to learn to temper their assertiveness, while the Lilith individual might need to find constructive ways to express their wild, untamed nature. It's a delicate dance, but when done right, it can lead to incredible growth and intimacy. Now, you might be wondering, how does this play out in real life? Well, imagine a couple where one partner has Mars in Pisces and the other has Lilith in Leo. The Piscean Mars brings a dreamy, intuitive approach to passion, while the Leo Lilith craves admiration and independence. Finding common ground might seem impossible, but it's in this tension that the magic happens. Or consider a Mars in Aries paired with a Lilith in Virgo. Talk about opposites attract. The impulsive, fiery Aries energy clashes with Virgo's need for perfection and analysis. But when they learn to work together, combining spontaneity with discernment, they can create something truly spectacular. Here's the thing about the Mars-Lilith quincunx: it's not for the faint of heart. It requires work, patience, and a willingness to dive deep into your own psyche. But for those brave enough to embrace its intensity, the rewards can be immeasurable. Think of it as a crucible for personal and spiritual growth. This aspect has the power to transform not just a relationship, but your entire life. It pushes you to confront your fears, integrate your shadow self, and emerge stronger and more self-aware than ever before. But how do you know if you're dealing with a Mars-Lilith quincunx in your relationship? Look for signs of intense attraction coupled with recurring misunderstandings. You might find yourself drawn to your partner like a magnet, yet constantly frustrated by your inability to fully connect. It's a push-pull dynamic that can be both exhilarating and maddening. Remember, though, that astrology is just a tool, a map to help you navigate the complex terrain of relationships. It's up to you to do the work, to communicate, to compromise, and to grow. The Mars-Lilith Quincunx simply illuminates the path. So, what can you do to harness the power of this aspect? First, embrace the shadow work. Use the tensions in your relationship as a catalyst for self-discovery. Second, find creative outlets for all that intense energy. Channel it into art, music, or even a shared physical practice like dance or martial arts. Practice patience with yourself and your partner. Integration takes time, and the dance of Mars and Lilith isn't one you'll master overnight. And above all, keep the lines of communication open. The more you share, the more you'll understand each other's unique energies. As we wrap up this cosmic journey, remember that the Mars-Lilith Quincunx is ultimately about integration. It's about finding harmony between the warrior and the wild woman, between action and instinct, between power and surrender. It's a tall order, but one that can lead to a love that's both fierce and transcendent. In the end, this aspect reminds us that the most powerful relationships are often the ones that challenge us the most. They push us to grow, to evolve, to become the best versions of ourselves. And isn't that what love is all about? So, the next time you feel that inexplicable pull towards someone, or find yourself in a relationship that's as challenging as it is thrilling, remember the dance of Mars and Lilith. Embrace the intensity, dive into the depths, and watch as your world transforms. Are you ready to unlock the power of the stars in your relationships? To dive deep into the cosmic currents that shape our connections? Then hit that subscribe button and join us on this astrological adventure. The universe is waiting to reveal its secrets. Are you brave enough to listen?